Children, today I am going to take social for 9th class. Lesson 19, Human Rights and Fundamental Rights. A freedom to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. So on which the state may impose reasonable restrictions in the interest of the general public. Thus, there is no right to carry on business which is dangerous or immoral. Also, professionals or technical qualifications may be prescribed for practicing any profession or carrying on any trade. The Constitution also imposes restrictions on these rights. The government restricts these six freedoms in the interest of the independence, sovereignty and integrity of India, in the interest of morality and public order. The government can also impose restrictions. The six freedoms are also automatically suspended or have restrictions imposed on them during a state of emergency. However, the right to life and personal liberty cannot be suspended. So discuss the implication of the statement that although the six freedoms may be suspended, the right to life and personal liberty may not be suspended. Right to life, the Indian Constitution also guarantees the right to life and personal liberty. This includes the protection with respect to conviction of offence is guaranteed in the right to life and personal liberty. No one can be awarded punishment which is more than what the law of land prescribes at that time. So no citizen can be denied his life and liberty except by law. This means that a person's life and personal liberty can only be disputed if that person has committed a crime. However, the right to life does not include the right to die and hence suicide or an attempt therefore is an offence. So we have right to live. So it is not that we have a right to die also. Suicide or any type of attempt, any type of crime is also offence. In 2002, the right to primary education became a part of the right to life. So in the year 2002, the right to the primary education also become a part of the right to life. Here the government are responsible for providing free and compulsory education to all children from the age of 6 to 14 years. So the government is responsible of providing free education for the children from the age group of 6 to 14 years. This makes it necessary for the government to arrange for schools and for parents to ensure that their children attend school regularly. So it is the government's duty to arrange the schools and inform the parents to ensure their children to send for the schools regularly. This right has been added because people feel that all children should have the opportunity to study. So learn about the world around them, acquire skills to express themselves and make creative contributions to the society and have more opportunities for their future. So rights of a person arrested under ordinary circumstances is laid down in the right to life and personal liberty. No one can be arrested without being told the grounds for his arrest. So if arrested, the person has the right to defend himself by a lawyer of his choice. So the rights for the person arrested under ordinary circumstance is laid to right to life and personal liberty. No one can arrest any person without any reason. If at all he or she is arrested, the arrested person has the right to defend himself or herself by a lawyer of her own choice. Right against exploitation. Under the rights, all forms of forced labor are prohibited. You read in some of the history chapters that some people were forced to do vetti, work without paying money, to work without any wages. If any landlord or contractor today force a person to work without any wages or at very low wages, It would be violation of the fundamental rights against exploitation. Such a person can file a case in the court. Similarly, if a person is forced to work as a bonded laborer, it would also be a violation. So, prohibition of employment of children in factories. The Constitution states no child belongs the age of 14 shall be employed to work in any factory, shall be employed to any factory or mines or engaged in any other hazardous employment. So, no child below the age of 14 years should not work in any factory anywhere. Accordingly, laws have been made that prohibit children from making matches, crackers, beedies and carpets or doing printing and dyeing, etc. So, right to freedom of religion. All individuals are free to follow their conscience and practice any religion. So, everyone is free to follow any religion which they like. No one can be prohibited from following his or her religious practice as an individual. There is no restriction for anyone like to follow their own religion. They can follow their own religion. There is no restrictions that they should follow this or that particularly. This also means that a person can decide to change his or her religion, and also the person can change his or her religion at any moment. However, this right also preserves the spirit of secularism in India. For example, one cannot commit a crime like infanticide in the name of religion. Similarly, the practice of sati cannot be committed in the name of religious freedom. According to the Constitution, the government does not have any religion. It should treat all religions as equal as mentioned earlier. So that this is what the preamble means when it says that India is secular, which means that in the democracy there is no religion. Democracy does not have any religion. So the people, whoever want to be in whichever religion, that they can be in that religion. That is the reason why the preamble means when it says that India is secular. Right to education and culture. The Constitution says all minorities, whether based on religious or language, shall have the right to establish and administer educational institutions of their choice. Minority groups are usually thought of in terms of language and religion. Whether or not someone is a minority also depends on where they live. For example, Telugu speaking people from a majority in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, but they would be a minority in West Bengal. Sikhs constitute a major in Punjab, but they are a minority in Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana, etc. They have the freedom to establish and run institutions in order to protect their culture and language. For example, if Kannada speaking people wish to run a Kannada medium school in Telangana in order to preserve their culture and language, they cannot be prevented from doing so. The government also has to recognize and provide grants to such institutions if they fulfill other essential conditions. In the above example, if such a school is affiliated with the Telangana State Board and fulfills the board's condition, then it can receive grants from the state government just like any other aided private schools. Right to constitutional remedies. As mentioned earlier, these rights are so important that a violation of these rights may by the state gives the people the fundamental right to approach the high courts and supreme courts. When such rights are violated, they can be restored by the courts by giving specific directions or orders. It is the responsibility of the government to protect the people against any violation of their fundamental rights. A case can be filed against the government if it falls to do so. Many times the poorest and marginalized sections of the society cannot afford to approach the court even when their rights are violated. To make these rights meaningful to everybody, the courts under the exercise of judicial review have encouraged the people to file public interest litigation or PIL. public interest litigation. That is, if the rights of a group of people are being denied, each affected person does not have a file a separate case. Any person or organizations can file a case against the government on behalf of this group of the people. This kind of case is called a public interest litigation. It has now expanded to include many other kinds of public interest litigations, including environmental issues, transparency and probity of the governments, the treatment of prisoners, etc. Scope of fundamental rights. The fundamental rights provided in Constitution have been amended from time to time. Moreover, many new rights have been included into it, like right to education. Rights may be modified through the Parliament. The Supreme Court could also make judgment that would expand the meaning of a particular right. For instance, right to food has thus been expanded into the context of right to life. So other institutions and rights. Rights like the idea of democracy have captured the attention of people across the globe. Rights are often traced on the Magna Carta of England and French Revolution, where a Declaration of Rights of Man and the Citizen was announced. So after the World Wars, United Nations was established with no objective to ensure that there are no more major wars across the globe. United Nations assigned this task to a group of people from 9 different countries around the world who drafted a list of 30 articles. This became the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which was passed by the UN General Assembly in 1948. Then the member nations of the UN are all signatories to this and thus under an obligation to uphold these rights. While these do not have the force of the law, violation of these rights will be considered unacceptably by the international community and in many cases invite sanctions by other countries. Human Rights Commission, the United Nations had been working to protect the basic human rights of people, and this effort. They have encouraged their member nations to do the same. In 1993, the Government of India passed an act of legislature to protect human rights. A Commission for Human Rights was set up under this law called the National Human Rights Commission, NHRC. The Commission has been given powers of a civil court extendable to the entire country. The government has also established other institutions to monitor and inquiry into situations in which these rights are violated. So thus we have different institutions such as National Commission for Women, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, National Minority Commission and State Human Rights Commissions. NHRC is vested with the authority to make an inquiry suo motu on its own initiative or on a petition presented to it by a victim or any person on his or her behalf. It intervenes in any proceedings involving any allegations of violation of human rights pending before a court with the approval of such court. It also makes and revives the safeguards provided by or under the Constitution for the protection of human rights and recommended measures for their effective implements. So at the international level, the UNO has instituted a Committee for Human Rights which looks into the violation of the international peace and violation of the human rights. Police excesses, arbitrary arrest, denial of right to information and corruption, sexual cruelty and rape of women, delay in investigation of crimes, female infanticide, kidnapping for ransom, deplorable condition of women, children are downtrodden people, discriminations against women in the family, cruelty to domestic servants and certain violences of human rights. These violations continues unchecked because people are not aware of their human rights, because people does not know of their human rights. Because of that, these things are these things are continuing. protection of human rights and the responsibility of the state. Complaints about violation can be made by national or state commissions. So because of unawareness of these things of the rights, the crimes, the cruelty towards the domestic servants and children and women, against women in the family are discriminated. All these things are because of unawareness of the rights. If they know if they are aware of their rights, it all will not happen. Because of unawareness only all these things are happening in the world. So you have question answers, children, in your textbook. Okay, so you will have to write all the question answers from the textbook. Which of the following is not an instance that is finished, and second one is finished. Which of these statements about the relations between democracy and rights is more valid? Give reason for your preference. Then, are these restrictions on the right to freedom justified? Give reason for your answer. And then look through this chapter and the previous one and make a list of the 6 fundamental rights in the Constitution. Then, are the fundamental rights being violated in each of the following case? If so, which fundamental rights are rights discussed with your classmates? Then suppose you are an advocate, how would you argue the case for a group of people who came to you with the following request? So the river in our area is getting very polluted by the factories upstream. We get our drinking water from the river. People in our village keep falling ill because of the polluted water. We have complained to the government, but there has been no action from their side. This is surely a violation of our fundamental rights. Read the paragraph under the heading Abolition of Title and answer the following questions. The awards can be used by the recipients as a title. Why? Analyze an incident you know about where the fundamental rights are violated. Then discussion. We have been observing news related to suicides in newspaper and in our surroundings. Everyone has problem. Is suicide a solution for a problem? Discuss. Then you have a project work like invite a senior advocate into your classroom and collect the following information by conducting an interview. Violation of fundamental rights and its consequence, violation of children's rights, ways to struggle for rights in democracy, any other fundamental rights related to information. So these all things you will have to finish off, children. So first of all, I'll request you all to read the lesson and then write the question answers which is given at the back of the lesson. So try to write the answers by your own. If you are unable to write it, then you can refer the workbook. So read the lesson once or twice and attempt all the question answers. Take the photo and send it to the school mail ID as soon as you finish your work. Okay, children? So be ready with your books. Your book should be updated, up to date. So till the lessons which we have finished, you have to complete your classwork. Okay, children? So we will meet you in the next class. Till then, take care. We will meet you in the next session with a new lesson. Bye, children. Have a nice day.